Hey everyone out there, I want to talk to you today about Lasik surgery. Now Lasik surgery is a type of refractive surgery that helps enhances the eye's focusing power. The procedure involves use of a special laser for controlled and precise removal of tissue of the cornea and reshaping the cornea, thereby changing the power to focus. In Lasik surgery, the surgeon will cut out a flap in the stromal layer of the eye and then fold it back before using the laser to correct the corneal focus. Now I know that's a mouthful, so that's why I had to look. Sorry. After the surgery, of course, it's important for patients to avoid non-contact sports for 3 days, eye makeup for 2 weeks, contact or vigorous sports for 4 weeks, and of course, whirlpool swimming and hot tubs for about 8 weeks because you got to give your eyes time to heal, of course. Just after LASIK surgery is over, patients may experiencing like itching, burning sensations in the eye, or it'll kind of feel like there's like some foreign matter present in the eye. There, of course, may be watering or tearing in both of the eyes, so there also naturally would be some blurriness, maybe some haziness of vision. Also, mild discomfort and mild pain may be present in some instances. The doctor may prescribe an over-the-counter painkiller for easing the pain if that's the case. If there is deterioration in any of the symptoms, or of course if severe pain is experienced, the patients need to seek immediate medical attention because that's not really the norm of what happens when you get LASIK surgery. It is important, of course, to consult a doctor within 24 to 48 hours after the operation, make sure everything's going good. And during the first visit, the surgeon will take out the eye shield, check the eye, test the patient's vision, make sure everything's good. Also, visits to the doctor must be made on a regular basis for a period of at least 6 months following the surgery. So you want to make sure everything's good. Going to give you some tips now for Aftercare in case you are somebody that's got LASIK surgery or you're thinking about it, just so you have this in mind so you understand what to do. So first of all, the doctor will prescribe different kind of eye drops with the instructions of use of how to do, put the eye drops in. It has to be used by patients, of course, to avoid inflammation and or infection. Doctors may also advise the use of artificial tears so as to maintain the lubrication of the treated eye and prevent dry eyes, which wouldn't be good. It is necessary to wash your hands before using the eye drops, and it would be actually a better option if someone else other than you instill the drops in the eye just for maximum effect of the eye drops. Patients should not resume the use of contact lenses even if your vision is blurry. Not a good idea. And the operated eye is very sensitive to light, and hence sunglasses must be worn for some days or weeks after LASIK surgery. You got to be very careful with the sunlight there. You wear protective goggles or eyewear as suggested by the doctor, of course, to protect the eyes from injuries when sleeping because you don't want to roll over and actually poke your eye in a pillow or something. And depending, of course, on your overall health and the level of physical activity that you're into, doctors will advise you on exercising, things like that. It's kind of important to wait at least 1 to 3 days after LASIK surgery before engaging in any kind of, non-contact sports. And of course, like I said, use of hot tubs, whirlpools, swimming, you got to avoid that at least for 30 days, but ideally around 2 months. Patients need to wait actually 2 weeks or more. It just depends on what your surgeon says before using eye makeup and creams, lotions, things like that around the areas of the eyes because, use of stuff that's going to ensure if you don't use it, the risk of infection will be much more minimized. Doctors may also recommend the patients keep scrubbing and cleaning their eyelashes a few days after surgery to about, maybe a few weeks to ensure there's no debris in them because you got to keep your eyes pretty clean. Also, another thing you want to do is you want to wait a minimum about probably 2 days is better to wait before taking a shower and washing the hair. Sponge is okay, but it's important to take great care when washing the hair or face for at least 2 weeks after surgery. Also, you got to make sure that your soap, shampoo, other products don't reach the eye around your eyes when you're washing your shower. It's very, very important. So better just to not shower. I know you're going to stink, but better that than have an infection in your eye or get swelling or things like that. You want to consult a doctor, of course, for the required time frame before you can do things like reading, tanning, using computer, smartphone, driving, all that. Use of sunbeds, definitely avoid those at least 6 months post-operation. You could really screw your eyes up if you go to the sun tanning. Vigorous contact sports, I hate to keep reaching on this point, but it's really important to understand this. Things like boxing, judo, karate, football. Got to avoid that at least 4 weeks, prior to post-treatment. Depending, you might need more treatment, so you might need to avoid even longer. Contact sports, of course, they can result in things like bumps, pokes, or hits the operated eye and injure it, and then guess what? You're going to have to go back for surgery. That's not good, right? I mean, it's just not a good idea. So just wait until the doctor says it's okay. Smoke, of course, can irritate the eye, cause you discomfort, so that kind of increases your desire to rub your eyes and ease irritation. So if you're a smoker or you're around smokers, got to stop that. Got to get away from that. You'll be in trouble if you don't. Avoid exposure to dust for at least 7 to 10 days after LASIK surgery. I mean, the eye requires a minimum of 9 to 10 days to really properly heal, and any contact with dust during this period can trigger a serious infection. The vision will probably fluctuate for about 30 to 90 days post-surgery. The vision may stabilize only after 3 to 6 months after LASIK. So the period of stabilized vision may be marked by like halos, glare, problems at nighttime, driving, other sight issues. I mean, basically your eye is going to take some time to heal. You're going to need some time for it to get back to its normal self. In another case, improvement or correction is required. In case it doesn't heal right away, the doctor's going to check the eye measurements for consistency. If the measurements remain consistent for 2 successive visits, that's so hard to say that. That's a minimum of like 3 months apart each. Then the doctor may go for the corrective reoperation. So there is a chance you may have to do more. It may be noted, of course, that the reoperation can help improve distance vision, but other visuals like halos and glare may probably persist. Depending on what type of job, the patient can return to work in 2 to 3 days after LASIK surgery, but it is advisable, again, consult with your doctor, make sure it's okay, that you have an appropriate period of rest before going back to work. And last but not least, wait around a minimum of 10 days for eye healing before even going on a vacation. It is, however, advisable to postpone all holidays for a period of about 3 months, as doing so will ensure that you are near your doctor in case an emergency may arise. Because think about it, if you're way far away from your doctor and something happens, what are you going to do? So those are my tips for LASIK surgery post-op. If you're getting it or you're thinking about getting it, these are all things you need to be concerned about. Basically, your eyeballs got to live in a big bubble. You can't really you can't do much with it, but the upside is you could be definitely in a place where your vision is going to be much more better for it. So there you go. Good luck. And if any of you think about getting surgery, those are some things you need to think about. Take care, guys.